Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of October 21st through the 27th. But before we begin, I want to give a massive shout out to Keith, Frank, Yvette, and Thomas. Y'all are the real MVPs out here. Thank you so much for your donations. It really helped tremendously. So I just wanted to give you a shout out and give you some appreciation. So if any of you guys watching would like to donate, the information on how to do that is in the description box, and all donations go back into the channel. So Capricorn, we have Breathe coming out as your first card. So I feel like this week you're getting yourself centered again. It feels like with everything going on astrologically, there's just been a lot of change in energy and circumstance that you've been taking on energetically, like on a psychic, energetic level. A lot of change in not only your own mentality, but also the people around you. You may notice the people around you moving, getting together with somebody, going through divorce, separate, like marriage, divorce, moving out, moving in, lots of movement in dynamics. The energy is changing. Things are like the opposite of stagnant right now. And so it just might be a lot to take in and integrate energetically. So I don't know, some of you may be feeling called to just have a little bit more space to yourself, a little bit more time to just be alone and let yourself get lost in your own creativity. I'm seeing things coming to mind like painting, dancing, but it feels like you're alone too. So it's like, even if you're going in a group to do these things, I don't know, I'm seeing time alone to be creative, or even just breathe or go for a walk and sort of just integrate everything going on in your life, which is really great. But I'm also kind of seeing, I don't know, if you've completed any like big travel or project, or I don't know, started any like new big relationships or friendships recently, all of that may have been the energy of change that we're talking about. And so this previous week to the one that we're reading about, you may have been starting to just try to settle back down, like let the dust from that newness settle. And this week that we're reading about, you're continuing to do that, but you're also sort of preparing your next steps, like preparing for your next big projects or ideas or things you're wanting to do. So it's like a nice balance. We have the Four of Water coming out as your first card. I've been feeling this energy in the collective so strongly recently. And this Four of Cups, Four of Water keeps coming out. And it perfectly describes this energy of like all of us. It feels like in our personal lives as well as in the collective, we are entering into a new era, a new chapter. And in September and October especially, and even the beginning of November, it's a time of getting clear visions of what this new reality can look like and picking up on the trajectory of your life over these next 9 months, I want to say 10 months. And I don't know why that number sticks out to me. I don't know why. I'm just seeing this energy go towards May, June, July. And hopefully if the wind doesn't suddenly change the movement and direction of your future trajectory, it feels good. It feels like good changes will be coming into your life. But now you're sort of at this weird, liminal space where there could be some delays to certain things that you're waiting for, developments that need to take place. So you're sort of not waiting. I don't feel like you're in the energy of waiting, which is good because that's an awful energy to be in. But more so that big things are going to be developing in your life soon. And right now you're just taking time to breathe out and, maybe pour energy into yourself after a bunch of crazy changes have just happened, and that a bunch of positive developments will happen. So you're sort of in this in-between space right now where you're just breathing, you're just relaxing. That's the energy I feel for you, and also for a lot of people. We have, Hanged Man in reverse. This is another one that keeps coming out in readings. I just filmed all of the bonus love readings for October, and they should have been posted the day before this is being posted. So go check that out. But I'm telling you, this Hanged Man in reverse, this Four of Water, it just keeps coming out for everybody. We're all in this suspended state of anticipation for something. But it's will you enjoy this suspended state of anticipation, or is it feeling more like waiting? I feel like for a lot of you, the wisdom of this week is to allow yourself to have some quality alone time and take this extra time that you may have to not only like pour into yourself, whatever that looks like. Maybe that's like being creative or making yourself good high quality meals or, exercising, something like that, but also just having some fun with yourself, like your alone time. Like, I don't know, I'm just seeing like getting messy, getting creative. The image that keeps coming to my mind is painting and dancing, which is probably something I would do, but like your own thing, whatever your painting and dancing is. We have the Magician coming out in reverse. Yeah, I don't know why. The power seems to be in someone else's hands, waiting on somebody else. I don't know where that phrase just came from. I really don't. That just popped into my mind. Power seems to be in someone else's hand, waiting on someone else. Okay, so there may be a circumstance, a situation this week where you already know what you want. You're already very clear on the direction you want to go in, on the decisions that you feel like should be made. And now you're just waiting for someone else who may be involved to get clear on what they want, or some sort of development to happen in their life, or maybe they need to get themselves together or something like that. So you're in the state of suspension. I feel like your psychic abilities, Capricorn, are really, really strong right now. You are able to really pick up on the future and the future trajectory of things. Really crystal clear, like at such a clear level that you could probably sell readings. Like you could probably do what I do. That's what I'm seeing here. And so it can be difficult for you when you already know the potential problems that can come up, how to solve them, what the best path forward is. When you already have all this information, sometimes it can make you a little impatient because it's like, okay, well, this is what we have to do. But, life works in its own time. And there's other factors, other people, other people's free wills, things like that come into play. And you have to be patient with that. And I think an important thing for you to learn is how to sit back, relax, and just enjoy the journey of things, even though you can pick up on the future. It's like, yeah, there's this amazing future waiting for me. But it's going to take some time and some space to develop. In the meantime, instead of waiting for it, which when you're in that state of waiting, energetically repulses those things away from you. Because when you're in a state of waiting, life becomes extremely stagnant because you're embodying the vibration of waiting, thus attracting more waiting. Oh my gosh, years of my life, I was waiting in relationships, waiting for somebody to, improve themselves, waiting for somebody to get in the right place to give to the relationship. And then because I was putting myself through that, I experienced like no growth whatsoever, completely plateaued financially and with my personal goals. So waiting is bad. Don't be in the state of waiting. I feel like you are more so getting into this vibration of peacefully enjoying existence in the meantime. We have the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep coming back to this energy of being alone, spending time alone, quality time alone. Some of you are reflecting on the fact that like even if you are in a relationship, you may have spent quite a lot of time being independent or being on your own, or even like certain friend groups or family members. Like you may be reflecting on the fact that like your whole entire life, you had to do things on your own. You had to be alone, whatever. And so some of you may be craving just merging your soul, blending your soul with someone else's. We have the World in reverse. Yeah, oh my gosh, this card perfectly articulates everything we just said. The World in reverse shows you're at the end of the chapter, a new chapter is waiting to begin. You just have to wait for these very, very final energies to resolve themselves. And the World in reverse is the perfect card to represent this particular time, this particular week, astrologically, because I've mentioned this transit like a billion times this year for you, but Pluto is in its final degrees of Capricorn currently. And the world feels it. This planet affects the collective, not just the individual. We are at the end of an era, and we're going into the beginning of a new era, a new story. So you're really feeling that energy, man. It really feels like just these final few weeks, these final few days. But don't be impatient with it. Enjoy it. Because, this end of an era is bringing a lot of gifts for you. And this is just the perfect week to connect with yourself, is what I'm seeing. And then final card out is the 8 of Fire in reverse. Yeah, most of your cards were in reverse except for the first one. Just wanting to dive into the deep end with someone or something. Like wanting to skip all the boring beginning steps. So the perfect example, if you're like dating, if you met someone new, for example, it's like, I just want to bypass all the boring dating stuff. Like, let's get married, let's move in. Like, I'm ready, like I'm ready to just fully immerse myself because you've been alone for so long. That would be a good example of how this energy can come through. Obviously, that is not going to resonate with everyone. This could also be just wanting to completely dive into, like, I don't know, a move that you want to make or a new job that you just want to start. You don't even want to wait. Like, I'll start today. It's that sort of energy that I'm feeling for you. Be careful of any misunderstandings between you and other people. I think the energy is just a little bit ripe right now for potential misunderstandings. And just breathe through this moment. Continue focusing on you. And when you focus on yourself and you bring yourself back to this state of like peaceful bliss and awareness, it naturally benefits the relationships that you're connected to anyways. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, and my online tarot reading course, and I'm definitely looking for new students, so get that to learn how to read tarot very confidently. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.